Alright, let's see. Let's turn this down a little bit. Alright, greetings all, Shardvixen here. So, for those of you who celebrate, happy Thanksgiving. For those of you who don't, I hope it's a nice Thursday for you. And if you're pagan like me, I hope you're having a nice harvest celebration weeky thing. Normally we do ours earlier in the week, but lately we've decided that we're doing it differently because my daughter, she has the day off. So because she has the day off, that's kind of how we do this. All right, the bit rate's low, so just so you know. Bit rate is low, and so there might be some crashes in chat lag. Now, I don't expect a whole lot of people to show up. That's usually what happens on these holidays, but I still like to stream. It's just my thing. If I can, I'll stream it. If I can't, then I won't. Now, I'm going to be leaving in December 13th. I won't be streaming on the Saturday or the Sunday. Cool. New Lego set? No, this is the one I've been working on. This is that Star Wars one, remember, Feely? It's the battle carrier. I'll show you the picture again. Right here. What you need?
Hi.
Hi. What do you need?
Hi.
Why do they want to see your hand?
I say I'm waving at them.
Oh, I see. Okay, it's just Feely. Say hi, Feely.
Hi, Feely. Hi, Feely.
You haven't seen this one? Okay, well, we've been working on this one now. Well, last week I worked on it, so... And I get it. It's hard sometimes to remember what we're looking at. It doesn't look like anything yet. And then I'm going to do some watercolor, which for Feely, he's going to be, you'll know more about watercolor probably than me, but I'm going to talk about the things I know about watercolor. There are people out there way better watercolor artists than me. It's just my favorite, used to be my favorite paint, but now it's not, so, you know, it's just how it goes. It's not the one I use as much, and so I have a lot of older paints that I thought I need to use. So this is what we're going to be painting. We're going to work on this for our owl thing. And I'm actually not going to be doing it in a traditional watercolor. Well, I am going to be doing it traditional. It's the no, it's not the Mandalorian. It's the droid carrier. So they carry the droids in it, and they jump out. You know, the ones where it goes like this, and then they drop out. I don't remember which show it was in, but that is the thing. Okay, so about a 2-hour stream maybe. Let's see. Yeah, about a 2-hour stream. Then I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna eat with my kids, and then I'm probably gonna watch. I'm probably gonna do another stream. So, okay, we'll see. My back is bothering me now because I made some food stuff. I made food stuff for people. Okay, we need 2 of these guys. How's your day been, Feely? Did you have to work today? Because I know you're in Canada and it's not Canadian Thanksgiving, which Canadian does have a Thanksgiving as well. Canada does. Does Quebec celebrate it much? Or do they have their own festival? That one. I'm in a weird black. These ones. Because there are a lot of people, a lot of Canadians that watch me, and a lot of Canadians that I used to watch. No Day Off. Yep, no. Savjazz was streaming on Discord, just so you guys know if you ever want to watch him. I don't know if he's still streaming, but he was streaming yesterday. But you're with us in spirit. Yeah. Do you guys have I know you have a Thanksgiving, but do you have a harvest festival or something? Okay, so we're gonna stick these on here. Nope, not gonna stick them on there, I guess. Okay, hang on, we lost it. It's missing in action. I gotta find my pin light. Wow, I got a lot of things down here. Well, that's not what I was looking doing my... Nope. Okay, we're off to a good start, guys. Oh, there it is. So, I see okay far away. Hey, T-minus mom. Thanks for stopping by. Well, my day is it's only 3:30 here, so I did a lot of the cooking for our harvest festival. That's what we call it, our family get-together. Guess you could call it a Thanksgiving thing. But we don't do traditional foodie things here because it's like a buffet in my house. I don't think that's the right one. That doesn't seem like it's fitting well. Maybe it won't matter. Okay, so then this one goes on here. And then this goes on this. So I did Cornish hens. I don't know how good they are yet. We did Cornish hens stuffed cornbread stuffing. You do believe in God? Yeah, lots of people believe in God. Feel the way. Oh, well, it must have a fun with them. I know you work for the Catholic Church, right? Well, lots of people believe in something, that's for sure. So, and then I made a broccoli casserole. And I made stuff for me. I can't eat a lot of stuff. We made deviled eggs. So what we did was everybody in the house picked their one favorite meal or snack or something. And that's what we got. So I didn't want to make a cheesecake this time around. So I bought 3 things of cheesecake, little slices. And then my sister wanted pumpkin pie. Boo Boy wanted cheesecake. Mr. A wanted fruit salad, which he didn't really want a traditional fruit salad. He just wanted fruit that he could throw in together. Roger and I decided on the Cornish hens. We weren't doing turkey because my other daughter was going to her other mom's house and they were having turkey. Then we did twice baked potatoes, which is what my son wanted, and my other daughter wanted deviled eggs. So that's what we did. And there'll be food for me for a while. But everybody has their own traditional thing they eat, and then there's the traditional foods, you know. Like mashed potatoes, twice baked potatoes is not something that we've made at every holiday. Because my kids love it. But it's not the traditional way as mashed potatoes. I don't do yams or sweet potatoes, so we don't do that dish. We don't do the French onion thing where you plop the green beans in. I don't do the green bean French onion thing. Well, we all have to choose things that we like and want to share in and be a part of. That is true. That's one of those. Can you guys hear the music in the background? So as I said, we're going to do this and then we're going to do some watercoloring for people that want to know about watercoloring. Two of those, 2 of those, and then there's this weird one. I don't see it because it's a weird one. Oh, there it is. Where's the other one? There it is. Hey, T-Mine's mom did furry. You made dumplings that everybody loves instead of stuffing. Yeah, I like dumplings too. I was gonna make some drop biscuits, but my back started bothering me, so we didn't do that. I might make them tomorrow. I don't really have any gravy though, so we'll see. Did Furry Ears finish his playthrough of Planet Crafter? Because I have been busy the last couple of days and just streamed when I can stream. Okay, there's that. Alright, so then we need this. One of the small, this one. And two of these. These little boogers that I didn't want to lose because I didn't know how many extra I would have. So we take this. So I did share in my Discord. Oh, okay. I was wondering if you did. He told me he was trying really hard to get it done. So I was like, did you get it done? But I haven't been able to watch anybody stream. This weekend I'll have more time. He wants to do it again on us. Yeah. I'll be playing Planet Crafter this Monday coming up, but I am not playing the thing yet because I don't want to start over yet because I'm still not really, haven't completed my Planet Crafter, so. Oh, it's a satellite, I think. Okay, so I don't, oh, it's this way. I have this backwards. So this goes like this. This is like the satellite. Beep, beep, beep. See? Okay. Now we're going to do this guy again. Where'd he go? All right. He's going to go on the other side of that. This way. No, this way. There we go. So when I'm in February or March, I may be going down to Reading. My sister's having a hysterectomy done. The tentative date right now is February 3rd. I'd leave here 2 days before because she wants to show me and walk me through everything that my nephew needs. So I'll probably be doing a lot of art and Lego streams during that. I'm going to take some of my Legos with me. My Lego kits, and I might wait to do the haunted house down there since it's such a big one. I don't know. Or I might just take a bunch of these little ones. But anyway, I'll be doing that. And doing some art stuff. I might do some walk around Reading stuff because Reading is pretty much near the river. It's built around the river, so I could share some of that. I've done the bridge, Turtle Bay, but I could go out to Whiskey Town again. That's kind of fun. I don't know. It depends on how much she needs me to be there too, because I might just be in her neighborhood when I take walks and stuff. Okay, so where's this one going? Very confused. This one's going in here. I don't have. Oh, I have that one on backwards. God damn it. Or is it? No, I guess it's not. It just has to go right there. I don't. It seems like such a silly place to put it. Okay. I only need one gun up there, I guess. So that's in February. It could be in March. Could be at the end of February. I was kind of hoping I'd be here for Roger's birthday, but I don't think I'm gonna be here for Roger's birthday, so. And I'll probably be gone for about 2 weeks. She thinks a week, and that's possible, but I don't want her pushing herself just because she wants me to go home. She doesn't like to ask for help, so that's the problem. Do I need that one too? That's weird. I don't have that one there. Was I supposed to put that one there? Maybe I was. Oh, I was. I looked to make sure. But that's about 2 months away, so things could change before then. It's so weird how they tell you to hurry up and have surgery done, and then it takes them forever to do that. Part of the problem is that my sister always has problems with her EGG or E. Yeah, the breathing things to pass for her heart. And then I'm also going to help my daughter out with some driving. She has to go work down in Medford, which is about 2.5 to 3 hours away. And she has to stop working. She works nights here and turns right around and has to drive down there to work. She leaves tomorrow. She works here Friday. Then has to drive down there for Saturday and Sunday. Then comes back and works here Monday. Has Tuesdays and Wednesday off. Then we'll work here Thursday, Friday. Turn right around and go back down there. So I told her I would drive her one of the nights, one of the days, so she doesn't have to wake up really early after working, because she works night shifts. It goes right here. Yep. There. So I will be gone that weekend, but again, I can do my tablet. We can do a stream down there. Oh look, cheap views. Cheap views. Oh, this one doesn't go right there. Wait, so that doesn't make sense. Okay, it does make sense. I did this wrong. It breaks my nails when I have to do these. I have weak nails. There we go. Okay, so one goes there. One goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. Voila! I know I talk to myself. Here, here, here is where everything goes. Back's really bothering me. Standing up. That's why I can't cook anymore that much. It hurts. Oh, weird little things. 2 of those. And then 2 of these things here. Okay, so this. And then this goes here. I've never seen this one before. It probably goes right there. Right. Yeah, I don't know how this goes in. I mean, I see it, but I don't know how I get it in there. Hey, love. Could you help me for a minute? Kool-Aid logo? Yeah.
What's up, my love?
Okay, this has to go in. See it? So this way, and this weird tail thing goes back there. And I see where it's supposed to go in, but I can't get it in there. I have 2 of them. What? How'd you get it to go in really well?
I just slid it in. Watch.
Is that the way it goes? Oh, maybe that's why. Cause I did it wrong.
Yeah. See, it goes like this.
Yeah, I put the little lever thingy in wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, cool. That's why I have you around. Cause I love you and you help me. Okay, so these are going right here. Feely Boy says hello. Roger. Roger, Feely Boy says hello.
Feely.
It's very important. Feely loves Roger. Okay, we need these 2. I love Roger. We all love Roger. Roger is a well-loved person. Remember that. This one. He's not a nice man, but he's a kind man. Oh, there it is. Alright. This way. Who does not love him? Hey! Moonslayer Gaming wants to know who doesn't love you.
Everyone.
I told him everyone loves you. You arguing with me now? He argues with me all the time. It's very adamant. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for it. I don't celebrate, but thank you for the kind thoughts, and especially everybody else. T-minus Mom celebrates, I think. They just had family over. Did you stream today? Moonslayer Gaming? Remember, you guys can give yourself a shout out. My hands are too busy to give you a shout out, so you can do it. It's been raining off and on here. This one here, and I gotta put that one there. I gotta put this one on top of that one. There's a lot of decorations going on in this set here. I'll make 2 of those. Yeah. Oh, fuck you. I dropped it. Dropped it. Pin light. Pin light. Where are you? And then I have to take my glasses off because I can't see. There we go. We'll need it, so we can't stop. We can't start over. There it is. It's hard to find the gray ones on my carpet. Hey, Feely Boy, can you give Moonslayer Gaming a shout out? That'd be cool. You could. Could. These go right here. I like to eat when they go in easy. I don't like the weird ones that are hard. My grandson's very excited about his thing. Okay, well, this is going to be built here in a minute. I need one of those. We need this one. Ooh, that other one go in there very nicely. Okay, there we It was like, no. And we need this one. That. Did I put that in right? Okay, so I don't think I put that in right. Nope. It's like, that didn't look right. This doesn't want to go in now. Thank you. Because I'm trying to train you guys on this channel. You can, that's your mod job. Shout yourself out and other people. It's fine. Okay. Ooh. Okay, there we go. So we need a round one. Is it a carrot? No. I think it's that one there. And one of the gray ones. Okay, so. Do 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 do. Oh wait, I did that wrong. Of course I did, because I always do them wrong. So this way. And then that's going this way. Nope, I did it too far. Of course I did, because I always do it too far. Okay, it's right there. So that's the cover. See? Cool. Okay, we need 2 of those. I don't know what we're going to do next when we're done with this one. Maybe the little Minecraft fox. That's cute. I think I'm going to save the haunted house to take down with me to Reading unless I run out of Legos before then. Which is possible. Though I do have that book that would allow me to build some stuff of my own. So. Okay, wait, so this is 2 of those. 2 of these. 2 of these, and then 1 of those. I'll also be taking some journal stuff. So I'm hoping to get my journal covers done by then so I can take them with me and build journals. I have travel bags for taking my journal stuff with me. It's kind of a thing. That's this way. Oh, we have a sticker. I have stickers. Hate the stickers. Not good with them. Oh, got better than most. Okay, and that one's gonna go this way. Not right there. Which is, I think this is where they sit and drive it. Sit to drive it. Oh, you're welcome. Feely boy did it. Yep. Thank you, Feely boy. 1, 2 of these. 2 of those. Where are those going? Oh, I see. So they're going right here. Okay, not that one. Not that one either. It doesn't want to go on. Why are you being such a girl? This one goes right here. Oh. Okay, so did I do that wrong? Because it does not want to go there. Oh, no, I guess not. I did not do that wrong. Do it right? So like I said, I'm gonna try hour, 2 hours. We'll see where our time is. Okay, we need that one. There should be another one of those. I don't. There it is. That one. And this one. Two of these. 2 of these. Okay. So this goes like this. See, these are weird. Oh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Fumble fingers. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay. Hopefully I did that right. Ow. Ow. Stupid things. Okay, so that's going right here. Don't you hate it when your fingers don't want to work? So I was going to tell you guys, I used to do polymer clay beads. I called them chaos beads because they didn't look like normal beads. But I love working in the clay. And so I shared one in the Discord about it, but somebody who shows you how to do it. But if you guys want, I still have polymer clay, and I was thinking about making some medallions for my journals. So if you guys thought you might be interested in watching me make some I like to make patterns in them. I learned how to do butterfly wings to put butterflies on vases for my mother. I hate to tell you though, she wasn't very impressed, but my mother's never really liked my pop art style of work. But if you guys are interested in seeing how fun it is to play with polymer clay, I can bake it and everything. I spent so my mother's idea of Christmas was to give out gift cards. So she would do like Walmart gift cards. Even though I would ask for specific things that I needed in the house or whatever, or just money for the house or whatever. My mother did not like to give me money. For lots of reasons. Some not nice, some nice, I guess. But I would buy polymer clay stuff. Then I got her to give me Michael's gift certificate, and I would buy that. I would buy all the stuff I needed for clay, and I probably spent about 5 years working in clay. It's really fun. I don't know how this goes on. There's only one of those. Oh, I guess it goes like this. Like that. They're the same, right? Because it's not like a... Okay, they're going to go here, but I'm not quite sure how they're going on here. So I'm sure it's this one goes here. Like that. And then these, because the whole thing moves. But then how do these go on? Do these go on like that? I don't know how that... Maybe they go this way. Ah. They probably go that way. I see. So yeah, well, it could be probably close to 10 years. That's what I did, was polymer clay. That's why I was telling you that you can get clay that has metal in it, and then you can shape it and bake it, and it will come out just like metal. Stuff doesn't want to sit down on here. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're done with that. We have these extras, so let's put them in our extra pile. And now we'll open and do this for about half an hour. Making droids, it looks like. I always have to look twice in these bags because they don't all want to come out. So that's that. Probably gonna give them these droids. And there's a leg. Pretty sure it was the droids he wanted anyway. He builds a lot of his own independent Lego stuff with pieces and parts. The droid's barge. That's it, the droid's barge, yeah. Where they all come out. Okay, so we have to build a droid. There's his head. Should have another head. There's 2 more arms. And another head. Another head. Well, that sucks. I'm not finding another head. There's an extra arm. I need another head. Oh no, I have 2 heads. Okay, so we take... Oh, it's bodies I'm missing. Bodies. And there are these things. Oh, there they are. Okay, so... this way. Put an arm. Is that how that goes? Yep. Yep, that's how it goes. That's not an arm then. That's not an arm. Their arms are bent. But it looks like an arm. Ham.
Mom,
Yeah.
You said they're done when the internal's 165, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna pull them out now.
Okay. And you make your twice bake. Alright, so here it is. What are you doing? They have a bot army? Cool. I think it'd be. We were just talking about that today. The world just needs to have bot armies. I hope I got his head on backwards. Who knew until you look at it? There we go. Or maybe not. Which way does it go? These little eyeballs aren't standing out right. Hope that is the way. Okay. So we have one here. There's one. He doesn't want to stand out. Bad bot. Are there other leg arms in here? Because those arms are straight and the other ones aren't. It don't matter.
I sent you my recipe.
Here, look. What?
I sent you my recipe.
You sent me a recipe. Here's one droid.
Okay, I'll take him. Because, you know.
Do you want a droid? You want your droid? Hang on, I gotta do this one's arm. You sent me a recipe?
Yeah, my banana bread one. And all the ingredients they're able to get here.
Well, I know that. We make banana bread all the time.
It's from Sally's Baking.
Mm-hmm. But we have to buy, there's a way to get them ready for, here's your other droids.
Okay. I'll take them.
You take them? I know you would, because you have this thing.
Yeah, Mom?
You know they hang in the droid thing, right? The barge. Hang on. I'll be right back. Are you okay out here? Chickens are done. He's making it twice baked now. You'll want to let those chickens sit for about 5-10 minutes or so. Okay.
My body currently only wants to eat sweets.
So convince it that the chicken's sweet. Okay. They make special arms for picking phones and attaching to having our hands free. Yeah, I've watched a couple of really interesting robot stuff in North America. Well, robots with the army and our yeah, I've watched quite a few interesting things about robots lately. Japanese has very lifelike ones. I don't know about China, but I know Japan does. I need 2 of those. Okay. Okay, so we have to put this. Then we want then 2 of these guys. Nope, not those ones. Not those ones. We want the other ones. The ones with the... I think those were the ones. No. So there's these 2, but we don't want these. We need the ones with the bars instead. Oh, there they are. There's one. There's the other one. There's the other one. Okay. My back start really bothering me. So we gotta put this one on here. Okay, there's that. What we need. I want this one. Is that one it wants me to have? Yes, that one, and then one of the. These ones. One of those. So we're gonna put. Let's do this one first, so I can see where that would go. Okay, there's that. That one, oh, it's one right there. This. Ultraman. I loved Ultraman. And it came out in the 70s, and I used to watch that all the time. That was one of my favorite shows to watch. Black and white Ultraman on UFC. No, UHF. I'd get there. Spilling my water, that'll be bad. Okay, so I want these 2. No, I want these 2. 2 of them. 2 of them. That's 2 of them. There. I have to tip it upside down now. And we're gonna put it. There we go. We need the little, this one. That's the right one. Oh, not that one. This one. Nope, that was the right one. Oh. I got 2 of those, but I need one that goes the other direction. This one. And then that's going where? Okay, where's that one going? So it covers everything up now. It's going up here somewhere. Right here. I don't know how it's going in there. Did they have me right? No, it's going above that. Oh, I see. It's going right here. There we go. There we go. I got it in there. It went in here. See? I did it. Okay, and we want this one. And we need 2 more of those gray ones, which it's hard to find the gray ones. So there's one. I don't see that one. Where's this one? I need that one though. I need it yet, but I will. There it is. We'll need the other blue. This one. And that one. Does this one come out like this? It does. We need the other, this one. And that one. And 2 of these. And 2 gray ones again, but there they are. No, that one's not it. There's one. Oops. Well, it's a booger. No, not there. I need another one like this, but gray. You guys happen to see it? Not that one. Wow, booger me. I did not. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's another one of those. What else? Fooey dooey. Look at my extras. When I can't see them anymore, then that's time. When it's time to quit, because I can't see them. I'm not seeing it here. Well, that sucks. Let me see if I got extra. Sometimes those aren't really the ones I get extras of, though. Okay. Man, I don't know that's really important. It's this part right here. I have to call it quits and go see if I'm finding one. Because I got blue ones, but I'm thinking I need them, so I can't use the blue ones if I need them. I didn't drop any. Not those ones, anyway. Okay, I got 2 blues. Wow. And then there's these ones here. Those aren't it either. Another blue one. Let me see if I'm gonna need all those blues. There's 1. There's 2. So I'm gonna need 2 at least. Yep, I need those too, so. Okay. I will have to go and look at my extra Lego stuff because I'm not seeing it here. I don't want to take time out to go look for it right now. Hey, Boo. Hey, Roger.
What?
Come here and see if you can see this. So I am looking for one of these. That color. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I just need to tell somebody and then it'll show up. They hide from me, the Legos do. It's really weird. Okay, and then I need the one. I need this one. Is that the one I need? Yep. I swear I didn't see it there. Okay, and then this one's gonna go on this side. Okay, there we go. It opens up. This one doesn't want to go in there very well. Do I have it in the right place? No, it's because this fell off. Okay, stop playing with it. It would work much better if we didn't play with it. Don't play with it. Okay. Alright, so now we need to make something else. Some of these are hard to tell what they are. That's that one. You're almost sure that they'll do it to you too? Make the human brain near combined with AI? Well, it's kind of a thing of cyberpunk, right? Hey, Feely Boy, so Apple TV, I don't know if you watch it or not, but they're coming out with a TV series of Necromancer. The one about cyberpunk. I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head. It's one of my favorite books, though. Like, a lot of stories are... Mona Lisa Overdrive, too, is another one, but... it's the book series Necromancer by... is that the one? No, that's not the one. That's a different one. Necromancer... Gordon R. Dickinson? No, that's 1962. Yeah, there's a lot of them. I'll go back up here. Okay. So that's a novel by William Gibson. I probably have it in my collection. It was originally published in 1984, July 1st, 1994. It is a sci-fi fiction novel by American-Canadian author William Gibson. Set in a near-future dystopia, the narrative follows Case, a computer hacker enlisted into a crew by a powerful artificial intelligence and a traumatized former soldier to complete a high-stakes heist. It is Gibson's debut novel, and after its success, served as the entry in Sprawl Technology, followed by Count Zero and Mona Lisa Overdrive. Of the four books, Necromancer and Mona Lisa Overdrive are my favorite. Gibson had primarily written counterculture short stories for science fiction periodicals before Neuromancer. It's not Necro, it's Nero. That's why it came up funny. Influences on the novel include the detective stories of Raymond Chandler, the comic art as Jean Igaro, and William S. Burroughs' Naked Lunch. I don't think I've read a Naked Lunch. Neuromancer expanded and popularized the setting and the concept of an earlier Gibson story, Burning Chrome, which introduced cyberspace, a digital space transversable by humans, and jacking in a biomechanical method of interfacing with computers. Neuromancer is a foundational work of early cyberpunk, although critics differ on whether the novel ignited the genre or if it was lifted by its inevitable rise. They agree it's highlighted the genre's key features. Gibson's novel also defined the major conventions and terminologies of the genre: cyberspace, jacking in, intrusion, countermeasure, electronics, ICE. Critics discussed the novel in the historical contents of the 1970s and 1980s, a period marked by conservatism, deregulation, and free market economics. But it is one of the ones I really liked that one, but I preferred Mona Lisa Overdrive over that one. So the pilot is: Case is a low-level hustler in a dystopian underworld of Chiba City, Japan. Once a talented computer hacker and console cowboy, Case was caught stealing from his employer, who retaliated by damaging Case's central nervous system, leaving him unable to access the virtual reality data space called the Matrix. Case is approached by Molly, an augmented Razor Girl, and a mercenary on behalf of a shadowy shadowy U.S. ex-military officer named Armitage, who offers to cure Case in exchange for his services as a hacker. Case undergoes a cure, but discovers that Armitage has sabotaged him with a time-delayed poison. If Case completes the job, Armitage will disarm the poison. If not, he will find himself crippled again. So I'm not going to read all that. I mean, there's just a lot of stories. But everybody has wanted to make it into a movie and or a TV series, and Apple is now doing it. So it'll be very cool. So comic, video game, and audio dramatization. In 1989, Marvel's Epic Comic imprint published a 48-page graphic novel version by Tom DeHaven. I don't think I've seen that one. A loosely based video game adaptation of the same name was published. And says, in February 2024, Apple announced that it had greenlighted a 10-episode series for Apple TV, co-produced by Skydance Television, Anonymous Content, and Dream Crew Entertainment. So, and they have one of my favorite actors. He's kind of you don't see him a lot, but you know him if you know him. So Mark Strong as Amarich, Callum Turner as Case, Brianna Middleton as Molly, Joseph Lee as Hideo, and Clemens Posey as Marie France Tessa. I have to look at it. It says in 2025, Apple released a short video of a neo-lit bar with the captions, "Welcome to the Katsubu Cowboy." It's not out yet, though. So I'm rather excited about it. Yeah, so a lot of the cyberpunk stuff is based on that thing. Mona Lisa Drive, though, is one of my more favorites. Okay, so then we need this one, this pink one, and 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. So this one's gonna go here. this one's gonna go here. With this one going here. Oh, well that's just fine, Danny. Fall off, why don't you? Says it was on and then it's not on. There you go. Okay, just so you know me, I won't start to play any Christmas music for a while. I love Christmas music, don't get me wrong, but I just won't play it. I don't like to... I play it all the time. In fact, I do listen to it all the time, but I wouldn't do that to you guys. Where's those? Only two. There's one. There's the other one. Okay. But I just discontinued my Apple subscription, and then I heard it came out, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll start it up again when it comes out for sure, but I might do it right now. There's two of those. And then a square, this one. So I don't know what I'm going to play tonight. If I get back to playing, if I play, it'll either be between Atomic Heart, which I'm stuck on the last part. I'm pretty sure it's the last part of the DLC. Or Fallout. So it's like a stapler. Okay, now we need this one. And we have another sticker. Used iTunes, and you're just using the iTunes and Disney apps. Yeah, I get Disney on my daughter gets Disney. I was doing Apple TV because I like some of their shows. Okay, so I'm supposed to, where'd this one go? Oh, it's not going yet. So let's stick this over here, and we're doing this one. And that one. This one. That one. That one. And then one of these. This one. That one. And then one of those gray ones that I was like very irritable about. Is it that one? No. It's not that one. It's this one?
No, I don't.
Yep. Okay. Alright, so we're going to take this part here. And then that one right there. And take this one.
Angel said yeah. Let's read like pretty soon.
Like that. Then we're gonna this. Ah, you bastard! Don't do that. I need you to all stick together. Stick together. Okay, that's that one. I hate these ones here though. But I will. This one. Again, falling apart. Stop it. That's not right. Did I put the wrong one on there? Well, it has to be those ones. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay, this one goes on first. Then this one. I don't like this design. Then this one. Okay, and then this goes on. All right. I don't like this design. It goes up higher, I think. Well, it can't go up higher. Does it go up higher? It looks like that's right. If it goes up higher, then I have to take this part off. Oh, you bastard. Okay. Oh, this has to go in here. Okay, take this one off. Yeah! Don't like you. This design is sucky. It's a sucky design. And this one has to go in here. Like that. God damn it. I fell apart on me. So now I don't know which way it goes. Alright, so let's see. This got pulled. Right there. Oh, wait, I'm missing a part. What am I missing? Where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. Okay, so this part goes here. Ah, I gotta build the whole thing back again. I hate when it does that. Because it doesn't want to sit right. Okay. So we have that one, then we have this one. Then we have to put this one, like over. Goes there. And this one goes here. Right. See, sometimes their designs for these are just not very good. I'm sorry, but they're not. Because they don't want to hold. Okay, now we'll get that back together. It's supposed to go right there. Okay, there it goes. Alright, there it was. Oh. I just like it when it does that. That one. So I need this one. This one. That one. That one. this one's going out. And this one. That one. That should be it. Okay. So now we're going to build this one on the other side. Nope. I did that wrong. I did this one wrong. Okay, there's that. Nope. Fucker. Nope. Because you push on that end and it pops out. Ooh. It's annoying. God damn it. Stay there. Fucker. Now it's popped out on everything. Ugh. I don't like it. God damn it. You push the wrong part and it just pops out. Don't like it. And now it's going to go on this side. Which hopefully we don't have the same amount of trouble as we did on the other side. Now I know it's supposed to go up there higher. Okay, nope. I got it on there. There we go. I didn't like that one. Doesn't like it at all. These are gonna go. This one's going up here. It's gonna go right. I don't want to keep breaking over here. I'm not supposed to. Nope, no, it was this one that broke. Very bad sign as well. It's just these are in the way. Okay. Alright, there we go. We'll do this last little bit, then we're gonna go to watercoloring. I need the big one first. I need that one. And two of these. Two of these. I guess it's these, but I don't have two of them. Right? Yes, there they are. Okay, two of those. These two. And then go under here. Do I have them? Yep. like that. And we need the two grabby things. Those go there. We need these two. And oh, I need 4 of those. Wait a minute, these two here. Where'd these two go? Three. What's this way? Nope. Where did that go? These are the black ones, right? Yeah. Should be that way. Okay. And then these two. Oh, I did that wrong. God damn it. This goes this way. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then this one. This way. Nope, not there. Right there. Aha! Got it. Got it. No. Got it. And then this goes here, and we're doing this one now. We got this one, 2 of these, 1 of those, 1 of these. Everything on the bottom. 1, 2. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh no, I didn't. I could do it this way. This goes this way. Okay. Alright, so then this hooks on to this one. Like that. And then this goes right here. There we go. that. I think it goes up like that, but I'm not positive. Oh, it goes up like this, all the way up. Like that. All the way up like that. And that's it. We'll do number 7 next week. There you go. It's starting to look pretty closer to what it's supposed to do, that's for sure. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna watercolor this. Now, tell you about, I got 2 of them. I gotta tell you about some things about watercoloring. Okay. Hey, Gamer, thanks for stopping by. Gobble gobble to you too. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate. So, we're gonna do some watercoloring. Now, I got various ones I want to show you. Some are watercolors, some are not. I had told you before that you can buy sun catcher. Sorry, I got things. Sun catcher. They're not the real sun catchers, but you know the little plastic ones. You can buy paint for them. They will work really cool on paper, and they dry really fast. So they're pretty cool. There's various types of watercolor you can get. So I'm going to show you. So here's a watercolor palette. These come out of those kits that you buy for kids. Here's another type of watercolor. I do not have... There's another set of watercolors. Here is also a set of watercolors that come in the tube. You just add water. And then I just did the primary colors. And then you pour them in this. And we add water. And then I have watercolor pencils. So we're going to do a little bit of all of this. This is for the owl picture. Just because, you know, I like to add different things to it. So, and we're going to use them all. So, just so you can see them. Now, I do not have just set watercolor brushes. I don't buy just set watercolor brushes. I just buy brushes that I can use either with acrylic or water. But watercolor brushes, for the most part, tend to be much more fluffy, and they're designed to hold water better. Acrylic brushes, these are more like, I use these for acrylic. You can use them all. Just be aware of that. How much water you get on your brush will totally depend on that. Now, there's quite a few different ways to do watercolor, but I want to make a like collage style where I'm going to cut it up and put it in my picture. It's called a, I had a name for it, collage. It's called a, I lost my brain. It's called a super, you can make a super picture of collage stuff. Okay, I've done them before. I can't remember what it's actually called, but you would take a piece of size of paper and you just make a collage of your images that you wanted. And then I'm going to use tape. You do not have to use tape. But I'm going to use tape. Usually I use the other tape, but I'm going to use this tape today. You can use, so I don't know where my tape is to show you. But you can use masking tape, and then you'll paint over it, and the masking tape will become colored, and you can make an image from that. Now, I'm doing pieces by pieces because I want those pieces under there to also be colored. So we're going to do that first. Now, when you're using the watercolor pencils, they're just like pencils until you get them wet, and then they're not the same. But you can use them if you have problems with steady hands. Watercolor pencils are a little easier to use. So. Now remember, my colors are pretty much, I'm using browns, greens, because that's the nature color, reds, and yellow, oranges and yellows for fall. So I'm gonna, this paper here is not watercolor paper. I have watercolor paper that I could have put on the back of this to help absorb water. This paper will not absorb water as well, so we're not going to get the same type of watercoloring from it. But you can squirt it a little bit. Take your brush, usually your big brush, here it is, and spread the water on it. This will give that spread out color that paper makes, that paint makes, but I'm going to use the color pencils, the water pencils first. But I did want to show you how if I, okay, that one's wet, but this one's not. So if I just use it as, I can just use it as a pencil. And I'm not worried ever about going over the edges. I know a lot of people are. I don't. It's not a thing for me. Okay, so there you go. But then we do it here. You can always feel it too as you put it on, how it's different. I gotta take my glasses off. I don't need them on. They have a smoother, they go on smoother this way than they do over here. Over here they feel very hard, like a pencil or a crayon. But over here they come on very smooth. If the paper's wet. Now, so then you can also, where's my brush? Not this one. I don't want to use this one. Let me have the little brush. Yeah, that one will work. You can add water too, directly to them, to get that more translucent look to it if you want. So this is a really good way to do watercolors if you can't do brushes. You can take the dry over here too and add water to them. And you'll get more of that watercolor look. See, as I can brush it out. Again, I don't care if I'm off the lines, because I'm probably going to cut it out. And then you can take another color, take green. Actually, let's take the yellow, the red. Let's take the red. Is that my red? Yeah. See, so you can see red and orange. I don't know if I have a brown. Yes, I do. Right there. One of the brown. Now, if you're a person that uses watercolor all the time, then, you know, you can share with me better ideas. I just use what I know. See how that comes out? Now, like again, this is not watercolor paper, so it's going to buckle on you. But I'm going to glue it when it's done and dried. I'm going to glue it onto a whole nother piece of paper. Because I want it. But these pencils can be really good for, like, if you want the more detailed work. And you can see where on the edges there, see how it goes out. I don't like translucent paint. I have to work hard to do translucent paint because I just don't like it. But it is very useful because you can get a whole nother look by doing the translucent part of it. And watercolor, to me, is more forgiving than acrylic. Because you can always use water and go back through and fix it. Whereas acrylic, you sometimes have to scrape it or paint over it. But now, see, my paper's buckling. You can see it right there. I got a wrinkle, which if I'm not careful, if I use too heavy of a brush on it, will rip. I don't mind the crinkle though. It gives texture. But we do want it to dry a little bit. Ooh. Which, if you're going to use watercolor, my suggestion would always be to use a hairdryer, because you can dry it out and then you'll be able to go back over it and get a whole different look. There are people out there that do very beautiful work with watercolor. I'm not one of them. Okay, let's put some up here. Now I've had my watercolor pencils for well over 10 years or so. Where do we want that to go? I was looking for a paper towel so I could wipe this excess water up. I'm gonna let this over here dry for a minute. I'm gonna come back in later with the brown. We'll put the brown over there. Okay. Want my black. I have an eye twitch going on. Brush, brush, brush. Where'd you go? The brush keeps walking away. Okay, so now I want to do, let's see. Yeah, see, I'm losing water. I don't have water as much up there as I have down here. But that's alright. Because it creates different textures. You can always use watercolor, dry it, and then come back over with it with pens. Okay, so we have that. Where's my orange? Let's make that. You could do watercolor on one part of the paint on it because I'm going to cut it, like I said, and you could do it on a whole different thing on another color. Another type of media. Okay, so this one here. Ooh, we're going to put it over there. So we're going to take this one here. And we're going to not use the pencils as much. I'm going to take those and put them away. Nice warm fall clothes makes you miss the warmth. Well, I am creating an owl mixed media picture for my stickers. I'm doing a sticker series for witches called, well, anybody, but it's called the Familiars series, and it's animals that you could use as familiars if you wanted. Okay, now these I have never used, so, I mean, I've used them in a different type. So you can buy, if you go to an art store, you can buy the palettes, these little things. Like maybe I can pop this one out, show you. But they pop right out. These ones will not come out. But you can just buy the empty palette like this. But they look like this, with little squares or little rounds. And you can put your paints directly into them and pick out the colors you want. When I used to do lots and lots of watercolors in the 80s, when I was young, in the early 90s, I would go buy the colors I wanted. So if I wanted a metallic, I would just go buy a palette. They were about $3 at the time, and you just buy a palette. I watched this lady who makes her own watercolors, and I would love to do that, but it's not. It's on my list, my to-do list. Okay, so we're just still going to stay with our same colors, but I want to do a more metallic. So, see, this paints right out. How much water you put on is going to determine how it looks too. So watercolor is really good for unless it's really you make it really dark. But watercolor is really good for let's see this one here, for covering a whole bunch of draw. So if you drew your own picture, you could do watercolor and just come in on your pencil and use it. And they still can see the image. Under it. Depending on how least amount, the more water you do, the better it's going to be for that. Then we'll do a green. So this would be a good example. But you can buy brushes that are made just for watercolor. You can buy brushes just made for anything. Roger buys specialty brushes for his miniatures. So when that dries, we will see it back under there. The more water you use, the clearer that'll be. Let me show you. And then you can dry it out and come back over with it with another watercolor if you want. See, you can see the art behind it. Let's do a red. See if I can get. If I had it, this is my fluffy brush. This is my fluffy brush. Just use my fluffy brush. The fluffier your brush is, the more water you can put on it. You can get this palette of the metallics at Walmart, I think, for $3. It might have gone up, but see. So then that sticks out. Let's do this color here. I did not clean it really well because I wanted to mix it. You can do that. Watercolor palettes are very easy to clean up because you can just add water to them. And I'm going to tell you something. You could go and spend, I don't know, for, what is it? Crayola makes watercolors too. Watercolor palettes. I buy it for the kit. I buy them and use them. I've used them for kids. I've used them for myself. Okay, so let's do another red. It might be more purpley, but I haven't used watercolor on polymer clay, but you probably could use watercolor polymer clay. I mean, you use inks, so. And you could use the color pencils and outline it, though I'll probably dry this one out and use markers on it after it dries out. And then I can use a black marker on it if I wanted. Use that green. Let's see what this green does. I'm going to show you the tubes in a minute because the tubes will give you a very thick coat if you want it. Let's do some more yellow. Yeah, let's do more yellow. George is in there going, bye, bye. Okay, so I have that one. Now I'm going to show you different. We have that palette. Then I'm going to show you my other palette here, and then I'll show you the other. Then I'm going to show you the sun catcher stuff. I use the sun catcher on book pages. I don't use them on things like this, but I'm just saying you can. Alright, so then there's these. These are the ones that come in the kits that kids buy. That people buy for Christmas. You'll start seeing them all over art kits. They usually have color pencils. They'll have watercolor in them. Sometimes you get them with acrylic in them. Okay, so you can see the color on the brush. And you can make it thicker by adding less water and more of the pigment. You can see it in there. It's kind of bubbly. Kind of bubbly. And like everything, I mean, you can spend an awful lot of money on paints. You can make homemade watercolors too. So food dyes will allow you to make homemade watercolor. If you add it to cornstarch, you can make chalk. I've made homemade chalk with watercolors. So I can let this dry. Come back in with different watercolors if I wanted. Let's do browns. Now I'm doing a heavier color of the watercolor because I would like, well, one, I want to show you what it looks like, but also because I tend to like the heaviers. That's interesting. Let's try this one. Now, I know, before you guys say anything, I know these white empty spaces here are not feathered. They are these background, but I like to make them into feathers pieces. Just me. So I would probably do this color. You can mix colors just like you do with acrylic to create new colors if you want. It will blend a little easier. See, I can pull them down and blend them a little bit better. When I'm tired of mixing the oranges, I just use more water to clean it up. It'll take a couple times. This is a piece of the watercolor palette that broke off. That'll happen if the cheaper your paint set is, the more likely you'll get cracks when they dry. But it's not a big deal. Sometimes it's kind of nice, texturally wise. So as I add more water to this, it will start to go back to its more brown state. If I use a squishier brush with more fluff, it would hold more water, so then I would get a more translucent look. Usually if you buy brushes and you use them and you're like, oh wait, I didn't really get that translucent look to it. One is because your paper's not wet enough, and two, because it's probably the brush is more of an acrylic brush. And it's not going to matter how much water it holds, because it's only interested in how much paint it can hold in the acrylic style. Okay, so I painted the background because I'm going to cut them out, and I just want that overlay there of that. And you could spray it with water. I'm not going to, because I want it this way. But you could spray it with water and have them and go different places. Okay, so then let's do something else here. This one I'm probably gonna do the bottoms. So I'll take that one out. I'll leave that there. Let's do this one this way. Because I'm going to show you my tubes. Where did my tape go? I'm going to add the metallic in a minute here, though. Some people don't like the chaoticness that how I paint, and that's fine. You can, I always say, if you don't like it, do your own. That's totally fine. You don't have to like it. The only person that has to like my painting is me, and or if somebody wanted a picture. I'm gonna cut some like this, though. Hello. Most paint sets you buy will come with a brush. That's fluffy. I want my fluffy. You can also do this, okay, and this is what professional people do. Now, see this over here? This is a palette. So you can squirt your watercolors. You'd want more of a spray than what I use. And then you can use these for here to make the more translucent water. Hi, you're back, Pepper. Okay. See how very pale it is? Hello? Are you saying hello? You will want to rinse your brush out, though, if you do that. You two talking to each other? Because I can hear her talking in there. Are you talking to... Here's the yellow. I want to do this color. Hello?
Hello, Pepper.
Good night. Goodbye. I think she's saying hello to
Yeah.
the other one in there. Are you coughing? Hey, Coswalt. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Hope it's been a good one. We're just showing how to use different types of watercolor. Now, I didn't spray the paper on this, so you guys can see the difference right next to each other. But I'm using a lot of water on this side. I might want to go in here and do this. Let's see what that color looks like. So if you don't like mixing your colors, then you put it in a palette. Let's see. I want to see this one up here. Hope you had a great day. Roger, because Walt said hello.
Oswald.
And happy Thanksgiving. Right, there's a hair from a brush right there. So you can use the same color on top and make a layered translucent look if that's something that you're interested in. Watercolor is very interesting in that aspect. The reason I don't think it would work in watercolor and polymer clay is because you have to bake the clay. If you baked it first and then painted it, it'd probably work alright. I've never tried it, that's all. Usually acrylic's what you use. I'll have to look that up. To see if that's a thing. Yeah, it's alright, eh? Did a lot of cooking. And my back's really paying for it now. So we showed the watercolor pencils. Let's do this color down here. I like this one. And you can see the difference here with the wetter paper to the not so wetter paper to the not wet paper. Watercolor paper works so much better though. It's not to say you can't paint on any other one, but watercolor paper, it's designed to, you have to wet it first, let it sit. I mean, you can draw dry on it, but the idea is to wet it first and let it expand as big as it's going to expand, and then you can, we'll know how much water it'll hold. You ate a lot. What'd you eat? Anything good? Well, it must have all been good because you liked it. Did you turkey and ham? Roast. I think there's people that do roast for Thanksgiving. Okay, so then I want to do red, I think. Red with my brown here. With watercolor, you really got to keep the water changed. I'm not doing that, but you really need to, because if you don't, you will have mixed colors. I mean, if you like the mixed colors, that's fine, but you won't have the same color swatch each time. Okay, so I'm going to finish up soon. And then I'm going to take a break and eat a little bit. And then I'm going to come back. And maybe we'll do a small game stream. I don't know. But I may not. I may just finish this out. And tomorrow we'll do Fantasy Friday. So, what am I missing? Because I've been streaming 2 hours now. Because I could play at 6:30 and go to 6:30 to 9:30. But I do have to quit to eat. I hate to eat at some point in time today. I don't want that one again. I really like that copper look. So we're going to put some yellow in. Again, like I said, if you don't wash your brushes out well, you will. That's why most people who color with, who do a lot of paint brushing, have those really cool ones where they tap it and it changes the water for them. I got pumpkin cheesecake waiting for me for later. And cornbread stuffing and my little chicken. I like the watercolor though. Watercolor is one of my favorite. Because it is a little more forgiving than acrylic is. And not as heavy on the brush. And like I said, I'd probably come back through and use a marker or whatever on here. Okay, so I'm going to show you my palette, the other palettes, and then I'm going to show you the Suncatcher stuff. Okay, so show you my. So these are also watercolors, as I said. You buy them. I've got a whole set in there of all kinds of colors, but you literally would only have to buy a black, a white, white, and these 3 colors. Because you can make brown from these 3 colors. You will want the more, like this is a very dark blue. You would want the cyan blue. You'd want here's a yellow you'd want. And then either this or a scarlet red. So what you do is you put a little bit in there, like this. Now, you can paint just from that. I'll show you. But you probably want to add water to it. And you'll know that it is because it'll say watercolor down here. So, and watercolor, like I said, plays differently. And this one's dry. So. I need a fuzzy. Where's my fuzzy one? This one will work fine. I guess we'll do this. Okay, so I'm going to show you that you could do this. Just take this. See? And you can just paint it directly on there. That's without water. A little more expensive, but you can do it. I'm gonna dry it off a little bit, so I don't want to. Except now it's wet, so it's gonna be a little different. And so see how you can layer it and get that really cool looking translucent look for a map? It is usually better to put your darker colors on the bottom and your lighter colors on top. But you can do it this way. tap. There we go. Snowball isn't working. I was watching chat. I wasn't concentrating. I was painting and talking. I did not see you guys though. So I did not see. Last thing I saw was favorite paint, and then I got 6 messages that all came in because my bit rate's a little low, and I told you I get a drag. All right, so I did that, and then I could go in here with this. Before you go, oh no, you can't see it. You will see it. It will pull itself out eventually. This is not watercolor paper though, so you'll get that weird saturated odd look to it. But then, see, then you could come in there with your pencils. When it dried. What's going on? Oh no, it's purple. I didn't want a purple. I lied. No purple. I wanted brown. Orange. Orange will work. Orange will work. Give me orange. And then I could come in here with my pencils. You have to be careful though with how saturated this gets. You will start peeling your paper. So, like that. I do have to look down when I'm painting though. So I apologize, guys. You can hear me now? Thank you, T-Minus Mom. Thank you, Feely. Thank you, Caswalt. So you see, then I come in and I use my pencil, and I got an orange now. And then I could come in. Normally you'd let it dry, but I'm just showing you really quick. I could, where's my... I could sop up the water this way too, and then I could come in with these. Yeah, we'll use this one. Let's do this color here. I really like this color. There. Then I could come in with those. Or these. Watercolor's just different. It's not better than anything else. It's just different. I am getting a wrinkle though, so. And then I could always go back to these again. Add more water to them. Or less. And cover up whatever I just painted. Add another layer to it. Normally you would dry in between, so just realize that I would go through here and re-dry them. Okay. So that's all the watercolors. Now I'm going to show you the sun catcher paint, which is something I play around with. It's not something everybody would play around with. So we're going to let that dry. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do it this way. Now, like I said, you buy these. Walmart sells them. Walmart says them. When I say the sun catcher, I'm talking about these. See, these big plastic things, and you put these in it. I haven't used this particular set, so we're going to try it today. See what it looks like. But I have used other sets that people have given. I've had paint. People have given my kids sun catchers, and they never want to use them. And I'm like, oh, let's see what happens when I use this. Okay, but let's do brown first. These are old, so I don't know how well they're going to work. Okay, so this is a tube. I have not seen the tube one, so let's see what happens. Oh, well, do I have to open them? Ooh, I do. Yeah, I've never used these, so they may not work the same way. Oop. Well, we did it. There it is. Come on. Okay. So probably what I do, because they are a tube, I'll probably take a brush. Where's my brush? Thing is, these dry very quickly. But again, if the idea is just to get some paint on your thing, because, you know, who knows, maybe you don't do well with brushes. And they're very translucent, so they're very cool for drawing on paper with, because you can come up with some really pretty interesting effects. And they're not very expensive. I don't remember how much this one was given to me, but I think one set I bought one time, I think it cost me about $3. Okay, so see, there's that translucent look, because they're going into sun catchers, remember? Let's see, what other color do I have in there? I have a yellow. Let's try the yellow. Well, these are for the sun catchers. You just put them right on the plastic. Somewhere I have some. I can show them to you. I have a unicorn one someplace. I don't think it's in here though. I'll find the unicorn one and I'll do it for you. What happens is it's very translucent, and then you put it up in the see the back of these. I have that one. I have the unicorn one. And you use these and you squeeze them out, and the plastic has a little cup in it, so it catches all the paint and doesn't let it merge into the other paint. Okay, so then I like to put them on in book pages, because the book pages are very thick sometimes. And like I said, because they dry really quick, you can then, they're not going to dry, they're not that quick, but you can come back at a different time and lay them on top of each other without too much problems. So let's do, I think we have an orange in there. Yep, we got an orange. Let's do an orange. These you can buy, like I said, at Walmart, I'm pretty sure. I'd have to look at them. I will share some in Discord that I find. Okay, it's oozing out at me. Like I said, they have a stickiness to them, so I don't want them on my hands all the time. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, I dry my brushes off on my clothes, so we should have paper towels at any given time. Okay, then you could let that dry, and you could come back and put a watercolor on it, because they are water soluble. See? I'm trying to stay with the colors I'm using in the owl thing. If I wanted more brown, I could use more brown. They're good for putting like a base color down. I made a whole bunch of papers this way for a journal, the bunny journal I made, one of my very first revisits to making journals. And I made a whole bunch of papers for cards, for writing cards with these. So if you have a printer, you could take one of these pictures and make a whole bunch of them. Okay. So I could put that color in there. I could do the darker brown. And you can see where the colors are on top of each other, and that's not really a problem. It's not really a problem for me. Probably be a problem for somebody else, but okay. And then you'd let this dry, and then I'd come through and take, once it's dried, I'm gonna do it now, but once it dried, you would want to, where did my other one go? This is not quite dry either, but
Oh, lovely.
come back in. Let's pull this one off. See, now I've got this straight thing. And once it dried, I could come back in and repaint this side. So we could do... This is a little drier, so we could go in here. Okay, now I do that, and then I can do, again, go back and pick out colors I wanted to put on there. And the reason I put the tape in is because I wanted these colors to kind of weirdly be odd. It's one of my favorite things, weirdly be odd, because then you see this line. I've got this line that's kind of cool. I can overlap the line, of course. I'm a very chaotic creator. I like the idea that things blend together. See? Then so you can do that. You let it dry though. I don't have, well, this one's a little drier. If you let it dry, then you could come back in and get a whole different texture going on. Let's see what I got here. I got yellow. So let's go this yellow. I'm going to tell you though, if you're interested in art and you're interested in creating it yourself, take a couple classes. I've taken many classes in art and had people tell me, well, you know, you're creative but not very talented. And, you know, it's fine. They have their opinion and I have mine. And then once this dries, I'm going to come back through and I'll put tape next to the white parts that I didn't get done so that I can create another texture to that. But remember, I'm going to cut this up and put it up. And this one here is going to look pretty cool. See? It's going to look different than that part up there. Let me show you. You do have to be careful. Some tapes are easier to use than others. They don't blend as hard. Okay? They don't stick as bad. So then I have this whole nother little thing I can do. I didn't let it dry, but you could let it dry and it would be totally different when you let it dry than how I did it there. So, you didn't take a course except for 3D conception and animation? Yeah, well, see, some of us, I just take courses because there's things that I had questions about, like, you know, does it really matter what brushes you use? It does for different types of painting you want to do. If you want to use a watercolor that's more translucent, then you want the bigger brush, the fluffier brushes. If you want, this is a very small brush, and it's not going to hold a lot of water. So if I put, like this one here. Okay, if I put that in without any water, even though I got a damp brush, I'm going to get a whole different texture on my painting, you see, than I do down here. You guys should check out my channel in Discord, Wild Rhyme Studios, because I share a lot of different types of art that you could do. I try to find tutorials and stuff like that that are interesting for me and for you. So you see how that's different than the red that's over here blending. Alright, so that's it. I'm going to call it quits here. I'm going to go have a snack. I'm going to come back and we're going to play a game in about a half an hour. I hope you guys enjoyed the Legos. I hope you enjoy the painting. If you want to see, you took an art class in middle school, that's cool. What'd you learn? Did you learn how to paint? If you guys want to see more different types of painting, let me know. I will paint for you. Matter me. I like markers, I like crayons, I like paints, I like all kinds of stuff. So let's see if with somebody we can go raid. Not a lot of people I know are streaming today. Oh, one more dab is. We could go check out one more dab. We'll go raid him real quick. Okay. Working with clay stuff. That's what I was just saying about polymer clay. You guys you could check out polymer clay. That's a good way to express yourself. I will maybe chat with you guys later. If not, it'll be tomorrow. There will be a stream tomorrow. Peace.
Where's the mom? So it should be 20.
What?
It's 20.